what to talk about. We already talked about the
what's the Rabba-doo-boo. And when, yeah. You remember that time when Dave was, he was out? Who would do it?
Yeah, remember that time Dave talked about hanging his ass out a window?
I do. Yep. I do. It was a good, jolly old good time. So, dude, I used to do that when I worked drive-through at Hardee's. In the morning, I would have, the little thing would come on, it'd beep in my ear, and until it hold a button down, I'd be, thank you for choosing Hardee's. Would you like to try them?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they'd be like, no, thank you. I want a biscuit, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit combo, small hash brown, and a medium Diet Coke. It's like, all right, 536, please pull forward. But this isn't the drive-thru. This is the Tip Rail. The Tip Rail podcast featuring your favorite entertainers and hosts with the most. On my left, the gentleman, one and only Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to hear.
Yeah, getting back together for another tactical Tuesday. Not a topless Tuesday quite yet, but goddamn, it's close.
Topless Tuesday.
Just you fucking listeners, wait. Oh my goodness, goddamn. Straight across from me, non-hairy nipples, I believe.
Yeah, I only got 2.
He's only got 2 of them. It's the big motherfucking John.
Hey, what up, woo woo?
Woo woo, that's right.
So wait, you wax?
No, I just only have 2 nipples.
But do they grow hair?
But you said hair.
Oh, yeah, no, I grow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we did not have
I do shave them down. I don't keep the hair.
That's right, listeners. If you want to see some hairy nipples, apparently you can email us at the tiprailpodcast@gmail.com, and you might get a reply of someone's hairy nipple, one of the 9
or a nipple collage
involved in this podcast. So keeping fucking things rolling right along every fucking week for you guys. I hope you're out there telling your fucking friends, telling your fucking families.
Yeah, please tell your estranged family, your stepmothers, your stepfathers.
Yeah, give them a call on the
uncles,
old telephoto.
First cousins.
Pick up the rotary dialed phone and call your grandmothers and let her
telegraph
know that we're broadcasting on Spotify and Amazon.
Western Union $1 is some motherfucker, then tell them to listen to the podcast.
Oh, dude, I couldn't wait, man. Get a scammer on the phone. Call the number on your pop-up for your McAfee virus and tell that scammer to listen to the Tip Rail podcast. So keeping you involved in all sorts of industry entertainment. Shit, man. What are we discussing this week, guys?
So I kind of got something that just kind of popped up on my thing.
Yeah.
But the football. It's coming close to the end of the football season.
I think. Shit. When is the fucking goddamn? Wait, can we say that? Can we say that without getting sued by the NFL?
No, we probably get sued for that.
Oh well, fuck them.
I think you're supposed to call it the big game or something.
The big game.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bleep it out for fucking laughs and giggles.
Right?
It's the Hyper Bowl.
Yeah, right? The Techno Bowl.
The sports ball. Probably hosted by Troy Aikman at this point. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, so what's going on?
But yeah. No, so we're in the conference championships, and then there's a weekend off, and then the Super 2 weeks, Techno Bowl or whatever.
By the time this comes out, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time this comes out, the Bowl basically just finished.
Is it the weekend before? Okay.
Or something like that, yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Whenever.
Yeah. But have you guys ever seen that lingerie league?
No.
You guys have never seen the lingerie league?
No, what is this?
Oh,
I'm
man.
intrigued. That
sounds fucking girls that are thick and built, and they run around in shoulder pads and
muscle
helmets.
Mommy.
Oh, wait.
With their ass hanging out.
It's a women's football league with like lingerie-ish.
Well, I mean, it's like if you went to
like spandex shorts type shit. Are they wearing pads?
Yeah, they got little shoulder pads. Yeah,
well, like shoulder pads. Yeah, but like what about
if you see a kicker
and padding and shit like that? Or are they wearing like G-strings?
They got little helmets.
Yeah, I expect that. So it's like full contact, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the lingerie league is pretty crazy.
Oh man,
women on women violence.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
here's
Okay, so when does that play? Like, what is that on, or like what's going on with that?
Hold on, I'm bringing up.
Is that a Skinamax special?
No, it's on. It's like this is TVT Sports.
Okay.
Dave, you probably can't see it, but she's chugging a beer.
She's chugging a beer after winning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal. Hell yeah.
But
Then
she's
chucked it
wearing
into
short
this
pants or short shorts.
Huh. Okay. So like I wonder maybe there's a subscription or something and you can watch or
I was trying to see some better ones.
hmm.
But no, it's just crazy the what they do. Let's see if they've got
I want to see like a play in action if they got one, man. That'd be sweet.
Oh, Hail
way
Mary.
Steve.
Technical
Turn it down,
difficulties.
Steve.
Oh, this is weak. Come on,
weak
YouTube.
shit. Weak shit. Weak YouTube
Shit's
shit.
weak.
Weak ass shit.
Yeah.
So more aggressive women's sports.
Yeah, basically.
Have you ever watched any of the women's fights in the MMA at all?
Well, I mean, yeah, because sometimes they're like before the main event.
Yeah.
So-
I don't get a chance to watch live MMAs very often. But like Brody tends to not like watching the women beat the shit out of each other. I find it really fascinating. Like
Yeah, right?
how fucking like, you know, they're really skilled fucking fighters in the MMA. Like everybody, you know, whether they're women or not, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like you know, I think for some reason he feels bad for how like beat up some of them get. Like, you know, you get messed up doing MMA shit, like cut
I
up.
mean,
and
does he feel
bleeding.
bad about the guys getting their faces
I don't
caved
know.
in?
He's got something, you know, it's whatever.
I mean, yeah.
I don't ask.
I guess
about
it's
it. I'm
more
just like,
gladiator.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back then, like during gladiator times, you know, Roman times, they didn't really probably have too much women, you know, gladiators.
Right, but
They were
I mean,
more-
like, dude, I'm all about it. That the buff chick that was drinking the beer, that was kind of, you know, that was cool.
Oh, so Adam's basically saying he likes to be dominated by
There's nothing
strong-willed
wrong
chicks, is what you're
with a
saying?
muscle mommy that can bench press you.
I like.
That'd be a big ass
I
muscle
do-
mommy to be able to bench press any one of us motherfuckers.
No, she doesn't have to.
I've lost
She
weight.
She doesn't have to bench press me, but her attitude sure
Still
fucking
Dave.
does. Okay,
Like,
so
I am.
you say her
thin.
personality has to fucking
her
bench-
attitude
Oh.
has to bench press me. Like, you know, I like that spicy lady. You know, I guess. Yeah,
Gotcha.
sure. You know, she don't have to bench press me, but yeah, sure. A dominant female partner is kind of more my thing for some reason. It reminds me of, you know, whatever's wrong inside there.
Yeah.
So
that's for a different episode with help.
I mean, you know,
yeah, we could.
it is Love Month. We could talk about those sexual
mental
kinks.
health and how it affects our sexuality and our relationships.
Yeah, when is
Our
when is
secure
This is,
investment
men's
styles and
when
This
is
is supposed to
men's
be.
style?
This is definitely more about like the fucking the strip club side of things. But goddamn, there's a whole lot of shit we could talk about the psychology of relationships. You know, but that's for the listeners to decide in a sense if you fucking want to hear that kind of shit. We got opinions. I got more than a few. I went to therapy for a long fucking time while I was doing rehab as well, and you know you learn a lot about yourself, and when you start identifying things, and you're just like, oh shit, a lot of life starts making sense and clicking into place for yourself. You're just like, huh, that's why I am the way I am, probably, and you know, yay. Hopefully you'll heal and move on. Hopefully you learn a few lessons in life.
Or embrace and
Embrace
fall
the
deeper.
darkness.
I mean, you know, you can listen to that little
You
demon.
nearly adapted the dark.
You can listen to
I
that
was
little
born
demon
in
and
it.
go get yourself a fucking treat from the drive-through. You know, it's okay. Every once in a while, take care of yourself. You know, if you get paid and you don't
Treat
spend,
yourself.
if you get paid and you don't spend a little bit on yourself, you might go fucking postal and start murdering people.
When
You know,
you just get a little fluttery, just masturbate. Just get it out.
go
Right?
get a shower,
Rub
get
one
it
out, double
Yeah.
click the
Just-
mouse,
And
whatever you got to
yeah,
do.
And when you have that moment of clarity,
Yep.
you have not made a bad choice.
So you're saying before I make any major purchase, I have to go beat one off into the fucking sink or toilet or
It
something?
can't
huh?
hurt. It can't hurt, pork chop. It can't.
Yeah, you want that PlayStation 5?
You
Go think
make
about
that-
it in the
make
bathroom.
that- you go make that gravy
So-
from your biscuits.
Here's a weird
Empty your
fucking
biscuits in the bathroom.
weird tangent about sex magic. Okay, so like in the Satanist religion, in a sense, you know, from like the Satanic Bible, because I went a little weird and like exploratory as a fucking youth, and that is literally how you do your intentions, and you set it with a jerk off session of purity, basically, to like fucking release it into the world. So you know, for
Before
anybody
you
that
go
wants
and do
to-
the bad things,
yeah. If you want if you want an event to fucking happen to like will it into the world, you like jerk off.
oh,
to
so
that
after
event,
you get done
basically.
doing your chance to raise the demon spirit known
I
as
know what I'm
Satan.
doing
Well,
before I
I
go buy
mean,
my
You
lottery.
go and
ticket.
jerk off.
Well, you could involve partners and
Is this
different stuff
before or
like
after
that.
you slaughter the goat?
There wasn't any slaughtering in
Do
this.
you have to
It
get a
was,
stranger to jerk you off?
Yeah.
Did I miss out on something?
No, it
Do you
doesn't have
jerk
to be a
off on the
stranger.
goat before the sacrifice or
The
after?
goat's not involved,
Jesus
John.
Christ, this is
What is
weird.
your weird jerking off fantasy of Satanism, goaty? It's not.
I'm just trying to figure out where we jerk off at. Is it before
You
or
can
after
do it, you
the
can do it in the
sacrifice?
bathroom, the comfort of your own automobile.
I don't know. You'll have to pick up your own satanic Bible and check it out some point in time. It's
Well, you
it's
said
a
you
good
read
read.
it. I figured you knew.
This is a lot of drugs ago. It's a lot of drugs ago. I'm sorry. I can't remember that far back. Well, I can, but like not specifics. So, but my
I'll
goodness,
just
God.
ask fucking. You'll know.
He's still on Facebook,
Yeah, I know.
but he doesn't do anything as far as I know.
Well, no, just when we were kids, I always, for some reason, he lived across the street from me.
He was a very dark gothic.
That's what
guy.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like he would know. Like I mean, in my world, in my head, he'd be the one I would ask. Like, hey,
Right.
without having to go buy that Bible, you could put on a list.
Well, I mean, like it's not like buying the Anarchist Cookbook, like which I also highly recommend. Wink, wink. Find on the internet somewhere.com. But no, we speaking to him, like in that area of people, I used to stay at a lot of other people's houses to escape my house, and so when we would hang out after school and be at his house, there was a corner where we learned how to do this like ninja flip, right? Like a somersault forward, but like having another individual like tug your arm to look like a movie flip, like you're getting flipped over by one person like swinging your arm. So we're out by the street that near the corner of his house, and we're both doing this to each other as like cars are passing by and shit, and like so I swing him over and fucking like go to like fake like hit him and stuff, and this car comes swinging like right over at us, and it like stops and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like what the why? Stop fucking hitting him. I'm just like, no, we're just faking. Like just calm the fuck down. Like Rock Island shit, At least there was a concerned citizen.
Dude, I don't ever remember you being like, because it's like I literally lived across the street from him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever remember you being in the neighborhood. It's
Nah, it was
weird.
like once in a while, man. I was like fourth
Yeah.
grade. You would have been like fucking
Third grade.
Sixth grade. Let's see. What were you? What?
I'm a
Okay, so
year
I
behind
graduated
you.
2001.
I graduated in 2002.
Okay, so you were a year below. So like in sixth grade, you were in fifth. So whatever that year was, Little Rock's Maine.
Oh, fifth grade.
Mhm.
I was at Edison. That's probably why I never saw you.
Edison's junior high, bro.
Or not Edison, but what is that? Across from Edison, Earl
Hansen.
Hansen. Yep.
Oh, you were down there.
Yeah, because the principal from Audubon had left. Kennedy. I can't remember his name, but he had left, and the new principal coming in didn't get along with my mom from her PTA days.
Okay.
And so my mom was like, "Nope, we're gonna pull you out and take you down to Earl Hansen."
Rock Island shit, yo.
Yep. So then I got bussed. I was the farthest one to travel in to Earl Hansen.
I took a bus at one point in two, but it was up to Audubon.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
And then I had to take a bus to, because I went to Edison, even though I lived where I lived, which was like 3 blocks from Washington.
Yeah, which is funny. I lived down below the hill, closer to Edison, and went up onto the hill for Washington.
Yeah.
Because I got into an altercation with another student in 5th grade at Earl Hansen.
Oh,
So
okay.
before you got there, or maybe you were already there. I don't know if you did 4th grade there, did you?
No, I did 5th grade, 5th and
Okay.
6th.
Yeah, I only did 5th grade there, and then I
Okay.
moved back up the hill to Audubon again, and then to Washington, then to Rocky.
Gotcha.
The history. Not that
Boom,
the
boom.
listeners actually give a fuck, but
No, or even most of them don't even know.
yeah, like
So
where are these places you're talking about? Well, look it up on a fucking map. It's
Dave's
called
over
Rock
here
Island.
sleeping.
Yeah. Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Shh.
We didn't bring any cocaine to this party either. So
Boring. I
There's a
rode a
little-
school bus.
you didn't ride on a bus, Dave?
No, I did.
I rode on a
Sometimes.
bus, and so like,
So you know where Turnkey Hill is, right?
yeah.
You know when you get down to the bottom of it, if you're going right, you just keep going. You don't have to stop or anything.
Yeah.
Well, the bus would hit that fucking curb.
Oh yeah, because
And
it
if
was
you were
too wide of
standing
a-
on the fucking, if you were sitting on the right side,
Uh-huh.
you got thrown to the left side.
Yeah.
And this one kid didn't brace for it, and he got fucking the back seat. got launched and fucking got a concussion because he went flying across and went flying into the windows of the bus.
Johanna's bus service, fucking safest motherfuckers ever, right?
Yeah, if they hit that corner going any faster than like 15 miles an hour, the fucking everybody got thrown across the bus.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fucking sweet.
Good times.
Fuck, dude. I rode the bus for 6th grade after the altercation in 5th, and then it was I did it for 7th and 8th as well, and it was weird because I was like one of the first people to get picked up. So, and then one of like the last people get dropped off. Because they go backwards in the same route, and sometimes the afternoon would be less people because they'd like some of the kids would like get picked up. I rode. I left because of an altercation, so they let me bus. But I rode with a lot of the special ed kids, and I mean, most of them were, functional enough to be coming to school and everything like that. So it was, but I always wondered if that made me a weirdo because like I was just quiet and strange. I don't know. I thought I was like in normal classes, but I don't know, man. I wonder sometimes if they were like there was like tests that they would like have me go wander off by myself and like, here, solve these math puzzles, and I'm just like, okay, cool, and like what were they testing me for? And then I'm on that bus, and then I'm just like, my kids are the way they are, and I'm just like, maybe I am a little bit strange. That medical diagnosis from the fucking TikToks, man, has got the fucking kids wondering all sorts of weird shit, and they got me wondering all sorts of weird shit about myself too. I'm like, no, I just got complex PTSD. That's all I need, like, don't tell me no other weird shit. So fuck, dude. But yeah, I like math. Dude,
when I was
no, not meth. Oh, dude, there's actually another person that remembers the meth commercial.
Yeah,
like that's
I can pull it up on YouTube. It's not no Mandela effect.
I listened to her podcast, and she mentioned that fucking commercial and was like, nobody knows this commercial. I was like, no, fuck that, I do. Yeah, I know that shit. Yeah,
my homie's been singing that since fucking day one.
Back in the day,
dude, it's been in my head. And anytime anybody says "ooh," I always say
meth.
"ooh, meth." Every time.
Dave, have you seen the commercial?
No.
Oh, fucking shit, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, guess what I'm going to do right now?
You going to pull it up? Or?
Not at this exact moment, but in future time.
Look at me, busy as a bee. Where'd I get all this energy? Oh, meth, meth. I don't sleep and I don't eat, but I've got the cleanest house on the street. Oh, meth, meth. Get these hairs all out of my face. Get these bugs all out of my place. One more hit, no time to waste. Oh, meth, meth.
Inserted here.
So
I forgot about like the opera background. The fucking chorus singers.
What'd you think? What'd you think there, sir?
All right. So that was a real commercial for what?
Real anti-drug commercial.
That was like after school PSA played in between like the
and
Disney
that was
cartoons.
to convince people not to do meth?
Yes. Yeah. That was
but
that
it shows someone being efficient and getting something done.
Yes, you're right.
But by the end of it, she's in she's in her bathroom
like
tweaking and fucking picking at her face.
Yeah, gross like tweaker, anti-tweak episode, or PSA.
Okay.
But at the very beginning, it's all positive. Yeah, I got the cleanest house on the street. Like
get these bugs all out of my face, or whatever it is. You just heard the shit. So I mean,
Yeah, but, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It is.
Real
So
deal.
That goes along the lines with the two fucking frying eggs are on. This is your brain.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
And whatever.
Don't be an idiot.
I used to think she was hot.
Well, there was multiple people that did that particular type of episode. Because I remember somebody
Cook, I think is the one I was thinking of.
There was a guy that would like crack them and let them fry, and this is your brain. And then there was another guy that would like smash it on the counter and
this is your brain on crystal meth.
Or the one
girl
that was
who would get high, and she'd melt into the couch.
Yeah, that deflated into the couch one.
Yeah.
That one was funny. I like the one that was like I don't know what type of drug they were trying to represent. I don't know what they were trying to represent, but it was like a guy, an old guy had found this box of drug paraphernalia in his kid's room. He's like, "Where'd you get this?" He's like, "I learned it from you." Do you remember that one at all?
I remember something about I learned it from you. I thought it was drinking.
No, it was like a box of paraphernalia. Yeah. I think it was like trying to represent like doing heroin or something, or cocaine or something like that. I don't know. Like I'd have to see.
You really don't need a box for cocaine. You just
like maybe it was like a kit to like, you know, have a tray and a fucking you know, like razors and straws, like glass straws or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Yeah. Like, but have you seen like cocaine kits for like people that are, you know,
I know you can freebase cocaine. I know you can fucking turn it into liquid form. I know you can fucking.
I just mean like people that have like large stashes of fucking cocaine. Like, you know,
I've seen big Ziploc baggies of cocaine, not fucking
fancy high class fucking doing drugs off of fucking mirrors passing around at a party. Cocaine, no.
But they don't need a box for it. Like
it's like
you grab a DVD case off the wall.
High class.
But it's like a fancy, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The expensive.
The old.
I did it with hood rat people. We used the fucking edge of the toilet.
The only upgrade was it wasn't a broken mirror. So
yeah.
So fucking cocaine didn't fall in the crack.
Sorry, I didn't hang out with fancy people.
Okay, all right. So we didn't have that high class. Like I know we're from fucking the middle of nowhere.
Maybe upgrade to a rust-free razor blade.
I didn't even
Lethal Weapon 1 where you're finding bitches doing cocaine in hotel rooms and jumping off roofs. No,
not like that. Okay, no. I don't know. I always imagine a really cool, like high class, like fucking mad cocaine wildness.
No, Scarface.
Yeah, you know, like
sitting at a fucking office desk with
a
pounds of
weed or cocaine,
dropping your head into it. Like that's a waste of weed or a waste of cocaine.
Right, roll at my eyeballs.
Right.
Your eyeballs don't need cocaine, Dave.
They're already cocained.
Toot.
If you're a chemist carrying around your shit to turn, I don't know how you make liquid cocaine. You can.
Oh, so it's
I think you just heat
it's
it up
vodka
or
and
like
what lemon and
not that.
Yeah, there is a drink. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, those people are, making crack out of it, like,
well, I mean, yeah, well, that's a whole different thing. But
or freebasing it.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, no, the cokeheads I know, they just carried a Ziploc bag and a fucking $1. Like, that's it. You don't need a box for that.
I always tried to use the highest bill that I had. Like, if I had 100, I'd roll 100 up. But if I had like only a 20, I'd roll the crispest 20 up. Just to, I don't know. It was always like I had to use the largest bill. It was really weird.
It, I guess.
I have like rituals.
Feel fancy.
Yeah. I'm bougie.
Because I spent $100 for this.
Hey, are you sure this is a gram?
Scale only says fucking 8.
That's with the foil. What the fuck? You fucking shitty motherfucker.
2/10 off here, bro.
Yeah.
I need my 2/10.
Oh, you can just come out to the car and bump with me.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll take it, whatever. It's done. I don't give a fuck. But good God. What about like the chemists in the 60s, like that were carrying around like kits to be able to make LSD, or like that was a thing, or like like it was like freely available in syringe.
I knew that you could get it like over the counter.
Yeah.
Like you go up to Walgreens or whatever and get it from the
pharmacist.
whatever
drugstore and shit like that. Like it was an available thing, and that was wild, man. That'd be pretty. Well,
they
intense.
did that for like everything, wasn't it? Like
heroin was like in cough syrups and all the drugs like that we have outlawed and said nope, that's too much, too good. You can't do that. Yeah. They've regulated it because they can make money off of it, in my opinion. But who knows what the actual big pharma is trying to do?
Kill people.
But like keep them on medicine for as long as they can,
kill people
and then kill people.
Yep.
This is your brain, and this is heroin. This is what happens to your brain after snorting heroin. And this is what your body goes through. Wait. It's not over yet. This is what your family goes through. And your friends and your money. And your job. And your sex and your future. And your life. Any questions?
Weird shit in the club. What was I thinking?
So I remember there's going back to the whole psychology thing and what makes us tick and what we, kinks that we're in, sparked a memory from the club that there was a dancer. At a regular. That he would pay $300 to lick her feet, but only at the end of the shift.
I think I remember this. Yeah.
Just fucking night shift at 5 p.m. or 5 a.m., 10 to 5 a.m. Sweaty walking, sometimes walking on that dirty ass floor. And then you'd buy VIP and then lick her fucking feet and suck on her toes. And
oh God.
I just.
Here comes lunch.
I just know that there's
you paid too much for that. Stop it.
Fecal matter. There's piss. There's blood. There's semen. Beer.
Are you talking about on this girl's feet?
I'm just on the floor.
And the floor. Okay.
And I know she's walking the floor barefoot.
Before they got to the VIP.
Just in general, just because you get off stage or whatever it may be.
Oh.
And you're trying to
down a private dance. First thing they do is kick off their shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're walking around private dance where a guy maybe had just thrown up into a fan. Yeah. Who knows?
Pissed himself, came. Who knows? Yeah, like right there.
He either has a really strong immune system,
or
doesn't. But there's definitely something
wrong with that. Yeah,
I mean. To each their own.
Wrong might not be the right thing.
To each their own.
Yeah.
But there's something that definitely sparked that.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that a lot of kinks in the kink world are spawned off of like trauma or traumatic situations that happen to people in their life. Absolutely.
For sure.
So his mom probably made him smell her feet.
I'm just curious,
or wash her shoes, or fucking.
Yeah, there's a multitude of different reasons.
Wash her feet.
I'm not
shaming the guy.
Isn't that like a religious thing? Is like to wash the feet of the elderly or some shit like that?
I don't know. Could be. Yeah, absolutely. Who the fuck knows, man? Like I couldn't tell you, but yeah, you're not wrong. There's a certain sense of something.
I'm not saying it's Christianity, but one of the religions.
Something happened to that dude, and he's into sucking on dirty fucking feet now. You know, I'm into smells, and I'm into collarbones, and I'm into armpits. And so those are some like features that I look for in a person when I'm like defining like I said, I have some odd fucking taste. But I'll be brutally fucking honest.
All the people that you've listened
to, I'm super basic. I
hope they all have collarbones. I hope they all have armpits. I hope they smell.
Yeah.
Because it means they're alive.
Like, are we talking good smells, bad smells?
Just in a variety of them, realistically.
Because
I like odd body funk odor-ish, but not like rancid odor.
Gotcha.
Like there's a certain scent that I look for, and it's very potent and apparent in people when we take LSD together. And so like that's the real good one.
So you're not just over there fucking.
No, it's mostly like
the armpit.
It's a light like pheromone hint type thing. How about that? Does that make sense?
Okay, I just want to make sure you're not over there licking armpits.
Yeah, because everyone
has it ain't like licking armpits. It's mostly just like in the embrace of being close to a person and like the smell of them. In a sense, so it's like.
That's because I mean,
it's not like I'm not like sitting there sniffing an armpit and like getting fucking hard and like going to town.
That's what I thought you were talking about. No, you're over there rubbing the collarbone like, oh yeah, baby.
But there's something about
this is the gist spot if I've ever seen one.
Right?
There's something
it's
about
be a good bowl to leave one in.
There's something in my life about giving a good massage to a shoulder blade and a collarbone, looking down upon it. It's very nice.
They're very tender spots. They're very like intimate areas to be at to see.
I suppose,
cases.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
but no, I mean I've been walking through places and caught the whiff and flashback to an ex-girlfriend or fucking a dancer or whatever, and be like, I've smelled that before. How do I know that?
Or like the scent of a well fucked in room. The scent of a well fucked in room, like some Badassi. You're going on an all day fuck fest on a on a Tuesday night or something like that. That kind of funk of an area. Yeah, that's good too. Like sex smells. Like that's wild.
I think that because that triggers a reward.
Well, I
It's
don't
in
know
my
what
brain
it is, but
because
it's
it's like
A memory.
yeah,
it's
if you
back.
walk into-
Again, it's back just to the memory.
Yeah,
Your
you
memory.
walk
Shit,
into,
I just tore that up.
somebody else's place that smells like Badassi, and you're just like, whoa, shit got like wild in here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Like, we still fucking in here? Like, what's going on? Like,
You got room for one more.
Yeah. Round 2. Ding ding.
like,
I'm in.
you know, we
I'm
lived
the
in
relief
some,
party.
We lived in some wild close quarters back at the end of high school with a few of my friends down in the below the hill of Rock Island, and it was a little wild some dates. And you know, you walk into like go chief in another room, and he just got done fucking a girl, and you know, it's like what the fuck, like but that whole fucking thing, you know, leads to something weird fucking going on. I'll tell you that much.
For sure. Fucking
Fuck.
Tuesdays, man.
Tuesdays get wild up in the Quad Cities, up at the tip
Yeah.
rail.
Get off work at a
Fuck.
fucking liquor store. You're drug out to the middle of nowhere camping site. And then it's Tuesday campsite.
With some
Dun, dun,
fucking
dun.
flip phone flashlights.
Yeah, flip phone flashlights in the
'Cause
middle
we
of
can't see
dark
shit.
like,
What are you two doing to each other?
We're scratching and sniffing.
Yeah, I can't see what's
Basically.
going on. You got to describe it to me.
yeah.
God, oh man, were you at the camp out at that area? I don't think it was the same one that the Tuesday night was. This was a weekend for what's her fucking face's birthday or some shit. But there was a particular friend of ours in the Juggalo community, made music on his own independently, and he got too wasty face, and he was crying over that one girl that the double decker. Okay, so were you at that one where he was crying out? And
I
he
was,
like,
and I'd left because I wanted to go sleep in my own bed.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I
So
didn't-
he had
I
just-
didn't sleep there, but I partied there.
Yeah, you partied there, but he got all wasty face, and like double decker was more into you,
Yeah.
you know, and like he got all fucking like butt hurt and started crying about it, like. you know when you get drunk and you got hurt feelings, you know, and you just like whine and cry about it's not fair.
Yeah.
uh
It's not fair. This fat guy who works at a pizza shop gets the bitches, and I'm over here making music, making
He's-
dreams come true,
he
touring.
fucking- he was a burnout if I ever met one, so you know.
Are we not talking about the same guy?
No, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. Not crying in the corner,
No.
but fucking. I'll probably take that out too. But who knows?
Oh no, I was thinking of fucking old dude. No,
UGV kid, AK-47. That
Oh,
fucking cross
that
the
guy was
street.
just crazy.
We just got beef with everybody. Who?
No, I don't
Lurch-
think we ever
Lurch
had beef
Marley?
with him. No, you did. He came and stayed, and he'd always drink vodka.
Gruesome.
Gruesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was like, I didn't think I had a problem with gruesome.
Well, no,
Like-
technically not, but like he
Yeah.
got weird when I started dating my, child's mother, and because he had a thing with her as well at one point,
Oh,
and
okay.
so he fucking got like weird about shit because she was like, I don't know if she was still trying to tell her, I don't know if he was still trying to holler, and she was
Which
like,
child's? I mean, you can be.
yeah, like he had fucked
Oh.
around with her, I think, and then
Gotcha.
like he got butthurt that she was dating me or something
Oh,
along that
okay.
lines. I don't know. He just he deleted me and Chris off of Facebook
Oh,
after
wow.
that.
Okay.
Like through a hissy fit kind of fucking thing. He's got a very small ego for as good as he is as a rapper. So
Yeah.
but I always admired his music.
Yeah. He was
And
good.
it was good. He was cool to party with for a little
Yeah.
while, but whatever that fucking weird shit was, I did see him afterwards because the motherfucker opened for Twisted up here in Des Moines.
Yeah, I
you know,
remember that
like,
when he fucking came out. I
and he
didn't know
puts
was
on a
even supposed
great
to be there.
fucking show.
Yeah.
But it was weird, and I mean, hell, if you ever hear this, Mr. Sir, come holler at me at the Tip Rail Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll talk.
air your
Maybe
shit out.
we'll have you give a few backstories. I'm sure you got a wild story or two about partying in a cornfield or what the fuck ever.
Well, yeah, if you're going on tour with Twisted, probably got some fucking crazy
I don't think he
stories.
went on tour. I think it was just opening this singular show.
Oh, that was it?
Tours,
Oh.
Twisted's like a whole deal is that like you get people locally to book the show and provide openers. And so
Gotcha.
like the openers pay money to actually fucking, bring the headlining show out on the tour. But
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think he followed them at all. There was like the
Gotcha.
other MNE or whoever I don't fucking know.
Whoever's on their
whatever
poster.
on their label, whatever they got going on,
Yeah.
they had like 2 other artists from that, and then fucking, you know, whoever the openers were. It's like, dude, they fucking get like 6 goddamn bands to go on, and it's like 11:30 before Twisted shows up. Like, I went up to that Chicago show, took my kid with. We left about the second band. It was like, I got a 5-hour trip going back home, and I got shit to do tomorrow. I don't even have enough time. I came, I went, I bought merch. I bought you that shirt or whatever the fuck else I bought. Turned around, came back home. Waste of a fucking ticket. But, you know, what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
I'll go to Kansas City concerts and come back and go to work the next day.
Well, yeah, that's only 3 hours.
Right. Oh, man.
Dun, dun, dun.
You asleep there?
No.
No. What do you want to talk about? Life. The cosmos. The weird algorithm of Facebook dating. What do you think of online dating these days? Like, I know, okay, so realistically, I've made profiles on, like certain things, mostly Facebook dating. I made a Tinder, but it didn't seem to like really work out with like actual people, or it was like somebody either trying to sell me their porn site, which I respect the hustle and everything like that, but like, it's not for me. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. And realistically, you know, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking for. I'm not really interested in actually like building too many connections, but for every once in a while I get a wild hair at my ass. So, what do you guys think of the online dating scene as opposed to like meeting people? I don't know how we used to have to, because socializing in real life, you know what I mean? Like, how is it for you? If you got any perspective.
Meeting people out in public is basically, I would say, dead. Going up to a girl at a bar, nowadays, that's just like, either you're going to get drink thrown in your face, or fucking she's going to flip out her phone and start making fun of you for trying to hit on her or whatever. Something weird, you know, like.
Have you had any experience like that, or are you just like thinking from what you're seeing, like, or just like, what do you have you tried to go up to, because I don't actively try to date, you know what I mean? So like, I don't go out places. Do you ever approach people like that?
I've approached a few girls and gotten rejected.
Okay.
Never drink thrown in my face, never cursed at.
It was somewhat respectable at least.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. You know, Dave, I know you don't really go places either. What is it? What do you got? Like, what do you say?
Not recently, no. I would say online dating is kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, online dating just wild.
It's I mean, I've tried Bumble, didn't fuck around with Tinder too much. Tried Facebook. It's hit or miss. I think conversations go weird. I always see in people's profiles that a man must hold a conversation with me. If you can't hold a conversation, then I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, all right. And I'm sitting here like, all right, cool.
And they give you one fucking word response.
Yeah, 1 to 3 word responses. Yeah. I give them like a fully structured, grammatically correct fucking
paragraph,
starter and a question, a follow up. I respond. You know, I don't respond too fast. I don't respond too slow. Like, I calculate everything, and it's like,
you overthink everything. Okay, yes.
Well, but at least I try to pay attention to the things they say, their interests, and I ask some follow up questions. I try to show interest into. I mean, because generally I'm interested in everybody.
Yeah.
It's just
you show interest in me, I like you back. That's good. That's a good start.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's start there.
I want to know more about who you are, and I will start. And I've recently tried that again, and I've got a couple that gives a couple responses, but it's 5 words at the most, nothing else. And I'm just like,
so it's not going very far.
No, it's like, so I've got to the point where I'm going to stop putting 100% effort in, because it's like, if you can't match it, your profile's bullshit, and you need to fucking reevaluate your shit.
So what I've kind of
it's usually the past problems in the profile. It's just them bitching about their previous experiences.
Exactly.
But not actually figuring out what may the root cause of those issues.
Like, it took a lot of introspective thinking for me to look back at my relationships and see how I could have and was part of some of those problems that we had in that relationship. You know what I mean? So a lot of people get out of them feeling very justified, very dignified, like they weren't the person that was a complete asshole because the other person did X and Y, much worse things. And, like, so it's cool to, it's easy to be blinded by that particular perspective. And then, yeah, you're right. Sometimes that does carry over into, like what it would be considered, I guess, emotional baggage into the next relationship. So people do need to sometimes look at themselves a lot harder before they go out in the world, looking for long-term relationships. Now, John, do you visit like fucking I'm just here to fuck type thing, or do you how does that particular, you just straight up come out with it, or you like try to like have conversation first and figure out what what's the thing?
So up till about 2 years ago, I was full on long-term relationship. Didn't want fuck buddies, didn't want friends with benefits, none of that shit.
Right.
And I started dating a girl. We were dating for about 6 months. Totally talked about, being just us, monogamy, fucking, like, I don't know other words for fucking monogamy, but
right. Just one-on-one.
Just
us.
Guys,
yeah. Exclusive.
And, we started seeing each other 3-4 times a week. It wasn't all just about sex. Sometimes we just hang out, fucking talk, watch movie, fuck whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then one Saturday or one Friday, she was supposed to come over. I hit her up Friday morning, nothing. Didn't hear from her all day. Didn't hear from her all Friday night. Never heard from her again.
No shit.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
And then so from that, I was just like, I've kind of just given up on fucking women as a whole in a full on real relationship. And just, if I want sex, I got a friend with benefits. Mm-hmm. And if I want something a little bit different, I go to the fucking one of those sex places, with the fucking swingers and the bitches that like to be tied up. And I'll go over there and talk to a couple of those, maybe get private sessions going, right, and tie them up in my fucking house or in my garage, like, and just use that as a release instead of trying to find something long-term that, I mean, cause shit, I'm 40. I'm not going to get married, and then fucking 10 years, she doesn't like me and she divorces me and takes half my shit. Like, I ain't got a lot of shit to lose half of it.
Right.
So, like, there's just not a lot of incentive anymore because you got all these independent women that can do everything for themselves. And then when they don't know how to, but they want a man, but at the same time, they don't need a man. So they can do everything themselves. So they don't need me. Like, fuck them,
yeah, like, and it takes a special personality for most of us, I think, realistically, that like, to be able to get along with that person in a living in the same household situation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very particular myself about how things are done, and having to adjust for somebody else's, like, 40 years of however they've been living their fucking life and trying to cohesively mesh that with mine, and it just like doesn't sound pleasing anymore. And
well, like, I've been shit since fucking it's been 2002, it's 2025, so it's 3 years of being single without somebody living with me.
Right.
I've been dating on and off, like I said, that girl for 6 months, whatever, friends with benefits here, yada yada over there. But like, no, to be able to come home after work and fucking take a shower and do absolutely nothing and not have to give a fuck about whatever, just make sure I don't go to jail so I don't lose my son.
Yeah.
It's fucking great, like, to where all I got to do is make sure that my son keeps that roof over his head and fucking a full belly and his child support's paid and fucking I have food here, and I don't have to deal with somebody else's day. I don't have to deal with somebody else's nonsense or what else, they don't have to deal with me, because I can come home in a bad mood. I can come home with some bullshit or fucking whatever, like, just like everybody does. But to be able to go somewhere and just know that at the end of the day, I'm going to be by myself, that's gold right now. I'd rather have that than be coming home to a relationship.
Yeah, it took me a really long time to be okay with being alone. Like, realistically, I was like completely codependent on needed a partner and fucking all this.
I mean, the money wise, it sucks.
Yeah, that's the downfall of it. Like, having a second income in the house and a second person to help with child rearing type shit sometimes. Dave, I know you don't necessarily have a whole lot on that, but what do you think about the
codependency or the not being alone?
The situation. I know you're trying to talk to people. Are you looking for long term, or are you looking for fuck buddies?
Well, I'm demisexual, so I can't just fuck. Well, that's what I guess for me, I could probably get you off, but I won't get off. I am kind of a people pleaser, but realistically, I need to be in a relationship for me to enjoy sex. So I'm not really looking for fuck buddies, but it was also more of just say, hey, how fucking ugly am I? And am I, total loss? And I guess it's more of just, fuck it, let's see what happens. There might be cool people out there I don't know.
Yeah, I've had some success at Facebook dating and meeting people, and a lot of those turned into like just online friendship type shit. A couple turned into real life experiences, and one turned into an actual like semi long term. I mean, it was like half a year ish, kind of on relationship shit. So I mean, like realistically, but. For me, after the wild and fucking crazy life I've lived, I have a lot of catching up on things that I'd like to do for myself and like to do for, my occupied time. I don't fucking crave maniacal amounts of sex. And if I did, it would be from like a person that I, like trusted and was in a relationship with. And that's just like too old for that. Like, I'm good. Let me just take care of my kids, go to work and eat some food and play some video games, work on, many a project at 213 and fucking, just have a good time while I got time left, I suppose. Right. So
yeah, life is short.
Sometimes, you derail the tip rail occasionally with your fucking awesome psychology session, though. But I do appreciate the thoughts on it, man. Like, I'd go deep as fuck on some therapy topic, man. I that was like one of my favorite classes at high school was like psychology. Like we took it in 10th grade, I think. And it was a good time. Like, I enjoyed seeing they had like different videos about like mental disorders and shit like that. And I always thought I'd be a good person to like listen to other people and bounce back like perspective. But I mean, like I don't have the actual therapeutical training. I just read a lot of books as a kid because, again, I think I was a little special. So who the fuck knows?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Online dating, it's a thing. I don't think I've met one person through the online dating.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some bad shit, crazy ones.
To be fair, most of my relationships kind of fell into my lap. Because growing up, anytime I tried to initiate relationships, was not the cup of tea for the people that I was interested in.
No.
And then kind of fell into my lap.
You make me do a bunch of work, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
I love you.
And the other one fell into my lap, and then I met because they all I don't chase. I think that's part of my problem is I don't. Growing up, my life was really weird with the divorces and stuff, and I always felt like I had to chase after other people's love and attention, especially from my parents.
Gotcha.
Going from home to home, or I was going to be abandoned. So I think that has really informed how I had perceived a lot of my relationships growing up, and going forward in my life as I got older, that I had to chase after everybody else's attention or their appreciation or love for me, which I learned was unhealthy, and so I don't chase. And if I'll put in what I feel is a respectable amount of effort, and if you don't match it, now I get that nothing's ever perfectly 50-50. That's sometimes 30-70 and whatnot, and it will flow. That's the life. But if it is one person constantly being the battery for the situation, fuck it. I'm not going to do that.
Exactly.
I'm going to share my time. My time is valuable, and if you don't appreciate that, okay, I'm not for you.
Yeah.
You're not for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and be your punching bag if you're not going to let me get a couple swings either.
Whoa, now.
Well, okay,
I mean,
that's different.
Metaphorically, bouncing shit off of each other type thing, like I'm not going to sit there and listen to all your problems. And the second I bring up a problem I'm having, you just turn away and
it needs to be reciprocal. It's a partnership.
That's what I'm saying. Punching bags, not like not physically punching each other.
I get you. No, I knew exactly what you meant.
We do not condone
just playing
domestic violence. No, by any means. But
I won't hit a woman, but I'll choke the fuck. That's off of move. That's
we're quoting something, okay? Yeah. It's in Minecraft.
Yes,
I've unfortunately choked a woman out. But anyways,
Violent J, but okay.
Violent J.
I don't know, man. It was. I get lonely sometimes. I don't think I have codependency. I think.
So lonely.
Yeah, right. but
no, my specific relationships were very codependent. I realize that now. And so it's like, I understand that the type of relationship I actually want and crave and would like to be in is actually technically an abusive relationship towards myself. So I choose not to do that anymore to myself.
Makes
It's
sense.
part of,
That's
it's
okay.
part of the rehab. It's part
Good
of
job.
the substance abuse release type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks because it's like, ouch, I didn't want to realize that about myself, but it's very true. And so it's like, I have no interest after that because like, I can't really find myself wanting to, be in that type of situation anymore in a way, not that my relationships were like specific. The first one. Yeah, absolutely. Most recent. No, it's fine. But it's like, because, it evolved from the first one long-term, from like the shitty high school one to the first one long-term marriage. And then to the second, like each independent iteration was a form of it in a way. But like it's gotten progressively better, and now I'm just to the point where like I healed enough of something, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't need to fucking be in a relationship anymore. I'm good, thank you. So I'm at that point at the moment. But yeah, I get it.
But would you have a fuck buddy?
We'd have to be very specific about things because, like, realistically, unless I'm in that abusive relationship, the rest of the shit that turns me on is pretty far fucking twisted. So she's got to be a real wacky, weird person. And there's probably some out there that are absolutely into that kind of thing. But I'm not really willing to explore that with too many fucking people, to be quite honest. So let's put it that way.
Gotcha. You like your balls stepped on. We get it. All right.
Yeah.
No
it's
problem.
hard to find a girl who can take that gigantic
I
tentacle
wanted her-
dildo
I-
monster that's 4
she's-
foot tall.
She's got to put on like golf cleats and like walk across my back before my dick starts to twitch, to be quite honest. Right. Okay. It takes some Vaseline jelly and a 9-iron before we really get things going. And then it's just a mess of things. Right. It's just, it's too.
I can totally see standing on top of you with a 9-iron and some jelly, whacking your balls down the course.
I'm just saying, there's a little bit of violence that happens to my
I didn't mean
members.
to say names, my bad.
It's no, it's all good. The bleeps come, the bleeps go. But I mean,
Or
like,
you
there's
miss them
some
completely, whatever.
there's it takes a real special person, and when you latch on to that special person and they're able to perform these techniques and twist your balls in the fucking correct manner, right? It's like a goddamn Rubik's cube of fucking sexual pleasure. So it's you hold on to that really special, and that's it's hard to find a person that's probably down for the Rubik's cube of pork chop here. You know what I'm saying? So
I know somebody.
I mean, you might, and maybe we can introduce that person someday, and I'll find out. But mostly just like
she's into some pretty weird shit.
I mean, like, for the most part, if she's like just wanting to get ate out, like, I'm down. Like, I'll do that for free all day, every day. Like, I'm just saying, it's like my favorite activity. Like, a lot of people enjoy going to the park, and I enjoy eating pussy. So
Yeah, I'm into.
Some people like to read books.
Yeah.
And I like to split lips.
I just
this is
love
all
it,
we're
man.
doing.
I'm a service oriented being, and it would make my day to do that for you if that's what you want. So
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. There's for me, I don't have the same thing, but unfortunately, the people I've been with have not necessarily unlocked doors, but have opened up to new experiences of kinks, and vanilla stuff doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like,
And
I just can't.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I can't look at a girl naked and just all of a sudden be like hard anymore. And it's just
Oh
like,
no, I haven't.
fucking
no,
thank
no,
God.
okay, hold on.
do that.
It's like we got to get like into a weird scenario head play space before it's even fucking starting to get any kind of fun, for me. And it's like I just don't feel like doing that with people. Like, and maybe I'm just shy. Maybe I haven't been like, hey, this is what I'm into, and I'm just really looking for that.
So
like,
to be 1,000% honest,
Yeah.
I haven't had an orgasm from a girl giving me head in fucking 15 years.
yeah, and it's like I feel
And
bad
then
because like I don't.
Dude, I've had
wanna-
girls spend 2 hours on my dick trying to give me a blowjob, get me to come, and it just doesn't happen.
Right, and it's
Well,
like
yeah,
I feel
that-
bad.
And I'm
It's
like,
it's
sorry, it's just not.
This isn't
it's
how I like
nothing.
to get off.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't do it. And
Well-
it's nothing against your technique or anything like that. It's just I know how my body works and what I'm into.
Well, it's just I've
Similar.
also had so many of them. It's just like I'm almost desensitized to just the sensation of it.
Well,
Like,
I similar because I can't like. So unfortunately, one of my partners, like, I could get more aggressive, but I can't get that aggressive with certain other people.
Oh yeah.
And I've learned, unfortunately, that's the only way that getting head that way is going to get me to fucking blow. And I had a recent partner, and was just like, I'm the best at doing this and that. I'm like, okay.
I'm the throat queen.
I went limp, and I was like, yeah, it's because this is unfortunately, I'm sorry. Let's just do something different, because I didn't want to say, yeah, you suck at it, or you're just not, we're not doing it the way I would like to do it. Yeah. You're also not into that spectrum of kink. So it's not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But you think that you talk a big game, that you were, and it's weird, and you want to be respectful and not hurt them. So it's like, okay, well, we'll just switch it around and do this and do that. But
just put it in your ass. We'll call it a day.
I saw this one really fucking. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop there. Was
this the two girls one? They brought out a jar?
It was pretty twisted, but it was like, okay, so basically it was like one of those, I guess, like don't forget to come across that. How about that? There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'd go be in an orgy, but I don't know if I'd participate. Maybe I probably would.
Well, how are you going to be in the orgy if you're not participating?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm shy, man. It's like, it takes a while for me to get like comfortable and shit. I'll get naked quick.
This motherfucker have his shirt off in fucking 0.27 seconds. Of
yeah, but like,
this guy would walk into the fucking White House and pull his shirt off after being there for 3 seconds.
I mean, if you've been to my house 3 times, then I'm comfortable taking my shirt off in front of you. But yeah, I would get naked. I would get naked at the orgy, but I feel like if especially if it's being
Adam's just over there at the orgy rubbing his nipples.
I mean,
like,
hey,
yeah,
like
he's
I
there
know
for
what
the smells. He's there for the smells.
Free smells, baby.
Smells
Free
and
smells.
tasting. He wants to make sure that the vaginas are good.
Enticing. The fucking the smells might be enticing. The fucking mood might strike. I might get anxiety. Like my fucking heart rate would probably kill me. I'd probably die of a fucking heart attack. Just like,
he won't die of a heart attack.
Yeah. I probably will. Who the fuck knows? I'd be so fucking.
I'll throw him a Viagra. I'll be fine. It'll divert some of his blood to it.
We got some blue chews, right? We got blue chews.
Blue chews and ecstasy. That's what we're gonna fucking. That's how we're gonna make it through the orgy. I think.
We'll put a couple drops of LSD on the blue chew.
Dude, actually, I'm not.
There'll be an orgy just organized, and we'll just all be there. We'll be the wallflowers, though.
I was gonna say no. LSD will absolutely. I will fuck. I am fucking crazy. Like literally fuck crazy on some LSD. If that's like what we're doing on the fucking.
It's an LSD orgy.
It turns into a wild time.
What happens?
Yes. Turns into a buck wild fucking time.
Well, I'll remember because it doesn't work on me.
Okay, well,
I'll be the cameraman. I'll be the cameraman.
You get the mushrooms.
We give him mushrooms and DMT and.
I don't even know if DMT worked because I took it that one time and nothing happened.
Yeah, you said nothing happened. We could try it again, but I mean, like,
I don't know I also don't know if 100% if I did that correctly when I took
it's hard to do, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. It's actually really difficult to get a good one, but like I remember we sandwiched it between some weed and I definitely got some twisty rainbow shit with my vision and stuff when I did it, but I don't know if you hit it the right way or what the fuck happened. So I
was kind of scarred. Scared.
Yeah, it's an intense experience, man. DMT ain't no fucking joke. But it's fun,
Yeah.
And it doesn't last very long, and you come back quickly, and maybe
I want to try it.
A little more wiser than you were when you left. Who knows?
Get him some ayahuasca.
Yeah, I mean it's the same idea, but
what is the difference between ayahuasca and DMT?
Ayahuasca is a drink that lasts like a duration of like 4 to 6 hours, I believe, and you tend to. That one is done with like roots and leaves. Like you boil those two together, and the two main chemicals that come out in between them give you the DMT. Whatever that chemical is in a drinkable liquid digestible form. The DMT that is made the way the internet says how to make it. That's a good way to put it, right?
The way Joe Rogan told me how to make it.
Yeah, no, Joe Rogan didn't tell me how to make it by any means. I didn't make it. The internet.
The way I found it on the street.
The way that the instructions
in a bag
states,
ready to go.
There was
it to a rapid boil.
There was a fucking a British fellow on YouTube that actually has a very well put together video documentary of how to do it, and the way he explains how to do it, that is a powder substance that you get, or a crystal, like basically that you get. So
And
that's the
you
one.
snort the crystal and you get the same effect?
No, you
Oh.
vaporize it. It's not ingestible.
gotcha.
Realistically, it's a vapor that you breathe in and inhale.
Have you ever used a vaporizer?
Not like the traditional sense. Like we had the
Or
ones
for weed or for whatever.
Yeah, vaporizer for the weed. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing about
I remember
DMT,
G-Spot would bring one around every now and again.
Yeah. I hit that one every once in a while. They had there was a long kick where that was supposed to be healthier for everybody, and I was like, I still smoke cigarettes, so I was like, fuck it, I don't care. But I always remember it turned the weed like a brownish, dimmed out color, and it was all fucking gross at that point. It seemed like it just like didn't look any appetizing anymore.
No.
Fuck the I never did it in that type of thing. I'd always did it as like a dab, like a wax vaporizer.
That's a concentrate.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like
that's different than vaporizing.
Yeah, and I mean, like I mean, like the DMT that I also had a hold of, I did in a what would be traditionally considered a meth bubble pipe, with a blowtorch, and I did a like with a dab straw, like like a honey straw, or basically, and so like the honey straw, you would like usually wouldn't vaporize everything all the way, and you'd end up like eating a little bit of it, but the bubble pipe would turn into some real thick clouds, and it was real weird because you feel like a crackhead, but if you hit it 3 times enough, if you hit it enough 3 times,
that's kind of how I feel about doing dabs.
Yeah,
it's like at some point it's not just weed anymore; it's fucking meth. Like when you got the fucking glass jars and you're sitting there with the blowtorch.
Yeah, there's a blowtorch or a coil or something.
You need a blowtorch to get high. You're not doing weed anymore.
It's more complicated than that. Yeah. But I mean, like people get like real serious about that. But I mean, like I've never done DMT with a vaporizer coil kind of thing. Like I've done it, with glass, in a blowtorch and shit. So it's like, it looks like crack and meth, basically. Oh, yeah. And, I did that with some people in a backyard, a couple of dancers. I was at her house and partied with them, and some other internet celebrities and artists and stuff were there. And so we did some crack pipe looking DMT.
Nice.
It was very fun, interesting time.
Okay.
So
it's a good time.
Yeah, I don't want to like be a coattail rider, name drop, but I mean, like, the dude's fucking pretty famous on the YouTubes and the TikToks now. So, but I also don't want to out him because he's got a real life. Huh?
Isn't TikTok gone?
No, it came back. I think
it came back.
It was gone for a brief second, but I think it came back.
They figure out what the deal with it.
Who knows? I think there was some dumb like fucking
buy 50% of it.
Yeah, they're trying to have it some kind of like ownership in the United States.
Yeah, I knew that was like the big part.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with it, but anyway, he got like pretty big on YouTube and TikTok, and that was kind of a fun little anecdote in my life that I always like to think back at during the DMT phases.
We used to do knifers.
Oh, with resin and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we did with hash.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, like hash. Yeah, hash and resin could resemble each other in a way.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
like
wouldn't
hash
be able
is
to,
way
like,
more like the actual product before it got burned up, but I mean, it's almost on a
visual same scale almost.
Yeah. We would clean out pipes and then like put that shit in there and like do resin hits through the fucking knives, but it was better with hash. That was the preferred way. Yeah.
No, I've seen motherfuckers fall straight out. They take a fucking hit of fucking pure hash and fucking there they are sleeping on the floor.
2 butter knives fucking to the lips. Drugs are funny.
Good times.
It's like, I mean, fucking growing weed and making hash would be fucking cool. I think, like the side product of fucking,
Well, I mean,
there's ways to do it.
We've talked about it before.
Well, yeah.
But
off the cast.
I had a buddy that from back in the QC days.
62.
His parents weren't the greatest parents, weren't always around, weren't always attentive to what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he started growing weed down in his basement in a filing cabinet, like one of them big open door metal cabinet things. And his mom came down, like the laundry wasn't even down there, nothing was down there, it was storage basically. And she came down when the lights were on in it, and you could see the cabinet glowing in the corner, and she went over there and fucking popped the doors open, and he had like maybe like 3-inch tall fucking plants. You
Oh,
know,
just
like
little
nothing,
babies, huh?
Yeah, nothing
Oh, no.
serious.
Yeah.
But you could tell it was a weed plant, you know?
Yeah, because
like,
by the time they get their second set of leaves, you can tell
yeah,
exactly what fucking plant
she
that is.
pulled all the plants out and then
Oh.
poured salt in the fucking soil.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
So,
Sad days,
yep.
man. No, that reminds me of when I was in fucking college before I went to jail. That time I told you all about. I built so I took my, like, you know, you get a Pell Grant or whatever the fuck, and they send you some extra money back to the poor. I don't know if you guys experienced that or not.
Yes,
but I did. That was a way to fund a quarter of a semester or some shit. But anyway, I took all that money and I went to the hardware store and I built a what was called an entertainment center in my house, and did the same exact thing. I had a side-by-side cabinet that looked like a big ass fucking what would be considered like a big screen TV would fit inside of it, was my opinion, and the doors would open up, you know, like, so you could have one open and the other one not, and then you know, one was for vegetative state, one was for the fucking flowering state, and you know, weed growers unite. You know, we were just talking about, like, I wanted to get my shit into motherfucking high times. Like, I wanted
it was
to grow
weird
some
as shit. It didn't have it didn't have a smell to it.
No, my shit
not
was
at
real
all.
fucking
Even like
strange.
when he was growing it, you couldn't smell it walking up the steps. Really,
No.
like I couldn't. And then, like, even when it went through flower and fucking dried out and fucking we sampled it, like, it didn't, until you fucking cracked the fucking bud open or put it in a grinder. That was the only time it smelled.
Yep.
Like, until you put it in the air, you started smoking it, obviously. But it didn't have like, you could have it in a Ziploc baggie and smell it. You couldn't smell shit. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah, it was real strange. I mean, that was just like random ass seeds from whatever bags we had fucking collected and shit, you know. So
yeah.
But we did. I had tried to take it to smoke with Cottonmouth Kings when we went to the gathering 2003. Yeah, 2003 in Ohio, I think, because Peoria was 2002, Ohio was 2003, and yeah, we smoked that throughout that little camping trip.
That was good times.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. You know,
taking the Durango.
Yeah, up all night. And
to drive halfway across the fucking, what was it, 14 hours or some shit?
Oh shit, I don't think it was that long, was it?
It was over 10.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 11, I think.
Yeah.
And then we go into a time zone, so it was 12 or whatever, right? Something like that.
So we pull up to the like, we're waiting in line to get into the campsite. We pull up, and the fucking people we pull up behind are from fucking, like, the same area we are. Like, they're from the Quad City area. Like, and then our friends were like 5 cars down from where we were at. Like, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we all showed up at the gathering at the same time, basically.
Even though we didn't know who left, when, where, or what. Like,
wild.
It was wild times.
It was
Dave.
wild shit.
I know you're over there crying.
Dave,
Right.
Dave, give us a tip. What's going on? Are we lifting the table? What
That
happened?
was me on accident.
Oh my god, something happened.
Earthquake.
My microphone went a little.
Giving
side.
you the tip.
Yeah, the tip of the week. We've gone all over hell, but we got to wrap this shit up.
All right. When in doubt, pull out. Don't chase. And I don't know.
Go join
Experiment.
FetLife. Go join FetLife.
Yeah, go join
Look at
FetLife.
their go join FetLife and look at their
And
calendar
if
of
you're into
events.
some weird kinky shit and you're looking for something, you can hit me up at the tiprailpodcast@gmail.com.
We owe some nipple pictures, and I'm sure they're coming sometime soon. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But you know, John, any tips this week?
Buc-ee's is coming to Wisconsin.
Buc-ee's is coming to Wisconsin, and for everybody out there in Wisconsin that knows about the Tip Rail podcast, we salute you. Thank you. I personally think that Wisconsin can go fuck itself. However, I'm glad that it's getting a Buc-ee's. Elkhorn, Wisconsin, Walworth County Jail. Go fuck you. Fuck that long-haired motherfucker drinking the water bottle of Miller.
Snitching ass bitch.
The dude that asked me if I had mushrooms and then fucking wandered off in between the van and looked like he was legit, but he wasn't. So fuck you, you undercover pig. You A-cab, suck my balls, motherfucker. That's my tip of the week. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Dave, say the line. John, say the line. Somebody.
See you next Tuesday.
Hey, Joey. I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot. You know, marijuana. Oh, Well, I don't know. What, chicken?
Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Kink.
Get a pizza!
Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real.
Get out of there!
You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga!